Man United hatched a tactical blueprint for Chelsea under guidance of Carrick. Although Ralph Rangnick has already conceded that Manchester United's hopes of qualifying for the Champions League are over, they're still in a fight to finish within the Premier League's top six and therefore desperately need to secure a positive result versus Chelsea on Thursday night. Last Saturday's 3-1 loss of Arsenal meant the Reds have won just one of their last 6 matches, and another defeat to Chelsea could open the door for United to be leapfrogged by West Ham this weekend. Chelsea, on the other hand, come into the clash having won 4 of their last 5 matches and have proven to be a tough side for United to overcome in recent meetings, avoiding defeat in each of the last 4 head-to-head clashes. The last fixture between the two in November ended 1-1, with the club at the time under the stewardship of interim manager Michael Carrick, who'd taken over from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer following his dismissal earlier that month. Solskjaer's sacking came on the back of United's embarrassing 4-1 defeat away to Watford, and that game best captured some of the key issues United had under the Norwegian. United are expected to be a side that dominates both possession and territory against almost all opponents they face, and it was obvious Solskjaer was trying to gradually implement this philosophy during his time at Old Trafford. However, the reality was that they struggled when trying to do so. They were rarely able to build coherent attacking moves and often look void of ideas when allowed the ball by their opponents and invited to break them down. In that defeat to Watford, United had 60% possession but were comfortably outshot by their hosts 19-9. When Carrick took over, his task was much simpler than Solskjaer's. He didn't have to implement any long-term ideology and was instead expected to steady the ship and get results by any means necessary. This meant heading into the fixture at Stamford Bridge, there was no pressure to compete stylistically with their hosts, and instead, he could set United up in a manner in which he felt they'd have the best chance of winning the game. For the game, United lined up in a 4-4-2 diamond formation with an extremely defense-minded back seven, which included a midfield trio of Scott McTominay, Nemanja Matic and Fred. Carrick's choice to favor defensive solidity for this game was even more apparent by his decision to leave Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench and instead go with a front two of Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho. Will Manchester United beat Chelsea at Old Trafford? Have your say in the comments below. Both players could press and harry far more effectively while also carrying plenty of threat on the break, and it was of course through a counter-attack that United scored on the night after Sancho capitalized on a defensive mistake from Jorginho. The Reds finished the game with a possession average of just 35% but did a largely good job of containing the hosts and minimizing the number of high-quality chances they could create. Despite United's attempts in recent years to change their philosophy, there's little doubt playing on the counter is something that still suits this current squad best. Although the reverse fixture came 5 months ago, a lot of the same issues continue to persist for United under Rangnick. Therefore, there's a good case to be made that mirroring the approach from the first meeting could be key to securing a much-needed positive result in this second clash.